Shalom, first and foremost, I give all praise, glory, and honor to YAHAWAH, Bashim, YAHAWASHI, Bashim, QADASH, QADASH. Second, I want to give double honor to the Apostle GreatMillstone, who rule well. And third, I want to say Shalom, Mahal, Bak, Yashai, Sharala. Do you hope elect that push truth to the focus of the earth, man? So, yeah, it's another day, man. Back in it, man. But, you can't let this place suck you in, man. See what I'm saying? Because it'll suck you in. But you got to remember, that you weren't placed here for the same reason as these other peoples, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you were given exert an extensive amount of knowledge, and because of that, you're burdened to have to deal with basically what comes with having that knowledge, man. See what I'm saying? So you can't be a bystander anymore. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes that can get on you, man. That can weigh on your spirit. It'll really drive you into things like depression, or even just these wicked thoughts, man. And when you're in that state, of course, you being in its truth, man, a demon will hop on you and try and make you think otherwise, man. See what I'm saying? You have a dream, of you not making it, or something along the lines of that, but it says don't believe in the multitude of dreams. You see what I'm saying? That's what the fools will do, man. But I'm gonna hop into the scriptures, but I'm just basically going on a little rant here, man. See what I'm saying? But don't think that every day you're gonna be on fire, like 100% at 100%, because you're not, man. You're gonna have your down days, and you're gonna have your up days. People in this world are gonna get to you sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And they're gonna be on your conscience, for a long period of time, and because of what it's it weighs on you even more, man. And you really just have to kind of keep pushing, man. See what I'm saying? Because when you think to yourself, even when you're in the world, and I'm gonna hop into the scriptures. Even when you're in the world, you have those moments where you're like, okay, I can't go on, but because of what you do know, the things that especially if you're within the camp, of GreatMillstone, like myself and other Akium, you understand, things that people don't understand, man. Like things that people wish they would knew, man. You understand how this place was made, who formed it, where it came from, how old it is, roughly, paraphrasing, where you're going after death. About the spirit realm. You've dealt with things in the spirit realm. About certain abilities that aren't necessarily of this world. If you've probably done things too, man, because you've been gifted those things, but with that balance, man, with that gift, it comes the bitter, man. See what I'm saying? And that goes into eating the whole roll. So before I even get to the scripture, I'm gonna just get that roll, because don't get it twisted, man. You gotta eat the whole roll, man. So let's get it, man. Let's get it, man. It says, and I went up. So this is going into Revelations. I think this is with John. Let's see. It says, I'm gonna start at verse 8, 10 and verse 8 says, and the voice of because and another thing is that you being in its truth, understanding that the scriptures, is more of a sealed book, that has to be unlocked, and that people don't understand it, man. That'll get to you too, man. But you can't force that on people, man, to understand it, because it's not meant for them to understand. So don't let things like that also get to you, man. See what I'm saying? If it's meant to be given to him, it'll be given to him. So let me just read this, man. It says, "And the voice which I heard from heaven spake unto me again." And of course, a lot of it's parabolic, and then some of it's just is physical. But you got to know which is which, man. It says, and said, "Go and take the little book which is open, and in the hand of the angel which standeth upon the sea and upon the earth," man. See what I'm saying? And the angels, as you know, they're our brothers, so to speak, man. See what I'm saying? And it says which is open in the hand of the angel which standeth upon the sea and upon the earth, man. It says, and I went unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book, man. And he said to him, take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey, man. See what I'm saying? So yeah, man, when you eat it up, because when you eat something, where does it start at first, man? It starts in your mouth, and then it moves to your belly, man. So the first reaction was the sweet, You see what I'm saying? And then the after reaction was the bitter, man. See what I'm saying? So he ate it up. He's like, okay, cool, cool. And you keep reading, you understand. And once you understand the knowledge of where you are, you know that you're in the valley of the shadow of death or hell, so to speak. That you have to that these certain things are real as far as like spiritual realm, and then you getting attacked, you know, at nighttime or daytime, or even just spirits hopping on people because they know who you are. See what I'm saying? Because certain men of the Lord were known in the spiritual realm too, man. See what I'm saying? So some are attacked more than others. But hey, whom much is given, much is required, man. And he doesn't put too much on you more than you can bear, man. Which are all scriptural, man. But aside from that, you know, there's levels to it, man. See what I'm saying? So if you feel like you're dealing with, I mean, it's because the Lord thinks that that you can handle a lot, man. See what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, this is family business, man. So he understands who you are, and you understand. You should understand from his perspective that he knows what he's doing, man. See what I'm saying? But it's out of the realm of justice space, man. So keep going. It says, and it was bitter, man. It says in verse 10, it says, and I took the little book out of the angel's hand, and I ate it up, and it was in my mouth sweet as honey. And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter, man. So yeah, so he did it, man. So the angel told it to him backwards, but which was really the right way. But when he ate it, that's exactly what happened, man. It was sweet, and then it was bitter, man, because he got the full understanding, man. It said, and then verse 11 says, and he said unto me, thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings, man. So he said again, man. So there's no end to this, man. Not until we're into the kingdom, man. Until we've entered into our rest, man. See what I'm saying? And that's not going to be, because this is for here we have no continuing city, but we seek for such as one to come, man. Which I'll probably end up getting that too. But Salakia, man, this is not our rest, man. See what I'm saying? So we have to keep pushing, and we have to keep doing what we got to do until we get up out of here, man. Which means that even in your in your reincarnation, or when you're reincarnated, you have to come back and do it, man. Which if you know, which you know when you step into this truth, you know, especially here at the GreatMillstone, man. And when you step into this truth and you're reincarnated, it's every fourth generation, man. See what I'm saying? Third or fourth generation. So you understand that you're gonna be here again, man. But hopefully this is your last incarnation. You see what I'm saying? And you don't have to deal with this anymore, man. Hopefully, if you do, whatever you do now, man, because this more likely is your last incarnation, do it to the best of your might, man. And of course, it's gonna be the hardest because of what time we live in. But hey, man, like I said, you're not gonna be a super duper Israelite every night, man, every day, man. So keep going, man. Now let's keep going. I'm gonna get back to the topic at hand, to the point where I was going, man. Because let's see. The world, behold, there was power because of the devices. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I'm gonna just start getting some scriptures, man. Let's get it, man. It says Ephesians 6 and verse 13. It says, wherefore, no, I'm gonna start at verse 11. It says, put on the whole armor of the Most High YAHAWASHI. It says that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil, man. And the devil, man, deceiver, man. See what I'm saying? Satan, adversary, man. So when you go into those words, man, you understand what they mean, which you should. So it shouldn't be a surprise to you, the things that you got to do, man. See what I'm saying? You got to put on the whole armor, man, which means that you can't be lacking, man. Now, of course, sometimes you're going to feel like you are, you know what I'm saying, which is which I have a lot of those times often myself, man. And you shouldn't have them you shouldn't have them often, man. You see what I'm saying? You shouldn't, but you shouldn't feel like you got it all either, man. See what I'm saying? But you want to have them as few times as possible, man, because you want to be prepared, man. See, it says, blessed is he that watcheth, man. So if you're watching, that means you're always prepared, man. So it says, verse 12, it says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of darkness in this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places, man. So we already know who that's going into, man. That's going into the enemy, man. And basically we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, man. So we deal with the things on a spiritual level, because on a higher level in this world, you know, what we have to, especially in this world, once you understand, you understand that most of those people are working on the left-hand side, man, in spiritual wickedness, man. And a lot of the people that are here, that are carnal, don't understand that these things even exist. So they're just completely susceptible to these things, man. See what I'm saying? So You might get into a conversation with somebody, try to explain it to them, but really, it's not meant for everybody, man. See what I'm saying? Because I found myself having to do. I got into that, not too long ago, and just to protect them from it, you pull them back, man. See what I'm saying? And that was just probably like 3 days ago, and I just had to just have them delete everything before I went too far, man. Because once you start trying to pussyfoot around the truth and put it in a way to where they can understand it, but they don't catch on to everything that you're saying, then you end up having to eventually put in some bullshit, man. And then you start going the fuck off, man, because you're trying to prove a point. And you try to get them to understand without really telling them, because you don't want them to be susceptible to the things that you're telling them, man. See what I'm saying? So it's either yay or nay, man. So I scripture say, let your yay be yay, your nay be nay, man. Because if you're in the middle, then you start going the fuck off, man. So I realized that I was like, okay, yeah, I want them to understand it, but I don't want them to. I want to give them milk. So when I speak to people, I often speak in parables, because that's just in our blood. We're Jake, man. So what I'm saying? So I spoke to them in parables, and it clicked, but you can't just tell somebody, that much at once, man. Just tell them, hey, like you're living in the valley of shadow of death, man. This place is not for you. You're in hell, man. Dry bones. You belong to this tribe. Your heritage goes beyond just this planet. It's a lot. It's a lot to take in, man. People will look at you crazy, man. But yeah, man. That's why I say, be cheerful, man. That you get this, man. But Ecclesiastes 77 says what? It says, surely oppression makes a wise man mad, man. That doesn't mean you have to be, and that could be even going into like insane, man, to a certain degree. But you don't have to go, or I shouldn't say insane, but I don't even want to say crazy, man. Just mad, man. See what I'm saying? But you don't have to be angry to the point. See, there's a balance, man. You don't have to be angry to the point where you're just mad every fucking day, every freaking day, man. You know what I'm saying? So like you, every freaking day, to the 10th degree, man. Trying to get in fights with people, going out of just making making your own progress detrimental, man. See what I'm saying? You're breaking yourself down, because when you put yourself in that zone, you can't focus, man. See what I'm saying? Now, of course, there are people that focus better, I guess, when they're under a certain amount of pressure, but don't always put yourself in that zone, man. See, it's okay to be mad, but try your best to not be that way, man. See what I'm saying? Like, it's okay. Like, there's a time and a place for everything, man, because the scriptures say that. It says it's time to be it's a time to be mad, man. See what I'm saying? There's a time to hate and there's a time to love, man. When you're on the line, you do that, man. When you're on your brothers, try to be cool, man. You don't have to be angry all the time, man. Don't bring that energy everywhere that you go either, man. Because that energy, when you're always constantly thinking about everything that's like wrong around you, everything that you can't do, which is cool. You're not supposed to love this place, man. It says don't love the world. It says use the world as not abusing, which I'm gonna get those scriptures anyway, man. But when you're so focused on everything that people around you are doing that's wrong, like, oh, he's eating that, he's doing that, he's going to fuck off, then you're not focusing on your progress, man. It can become a distraction, and a demon will hop on you and take advantage of that, man, and put you into a deep depression, man, and you won't even know how you got there, man. See what I'm saying? You start going to the yan yan, start trusting in the yan yan. You see what I'm saying? You're like, what the hell happened, man? But that's what happened, man. Because you weren't being balanced, man. You gotta balance yourself out, man. Don't fake the funk, man. Just because it says to be mad doesn't mean you have to negate and completely neglect all your other emotions, man. See what I'm saying? You're still a human, man. You see, you're in the image of YAHAWASHI, so you still have those other feelings too, man. So it's okay to be sad, man. It's okay to be happy, man. Don't feel like you can't be happy, man. See what I'm saying? Because guess what? It says, the scriptures say what? It says a faithful friend is that's the medicine of life, man. And there's another one that goes into like the smiling, but I can't remember what that one is, so I'm not even gonna quote that one. But yeah, man, when you're around the Akim, it's okay. You can be in a good mood, man. See what I'm saying? But let me keep going. Let me pause this before I make it go too far.